Morning guys, just packing up for Tom's camp, and the biggest dilemma of the morning is deciding which hat I want to bring. I've got a lot, right? And you've got to be fashionable for Bigfoot. I got a lot of comments on the old fishing hat in the last video. That's my Outback. Oh god, it's got to be close to 20 years old, that hat. None of the buttons work anymore. I can't do up this side. Oh wait, I can do up that. I can't do up this side. Yeah, I knew one of them was broken. I was thinking, maybe to lure the Sasquatch out. I don't know. Leave it with me. You guys will see when we get there. It's pouring rain out, but I'm still going. We're doing this. It is crappy out. And the worst part is that I've got to put the trailer down wet. Right? You're going to travel up there. We got to pack the trailer down, but it's soaking wet, and then unpack everything when we get there back into the rain again. So it's not the best conditions to go up there with the trailer, but we're doing it. See what I mean? Everything's wet. Then I got to fold all this down. So it gets folded up wet, and that's not good. Just going through the bedding in the trailer, and something got in one of the bags. Must be a mouse or something. It's made a nest in there for sure. Becoming the bane of my existence in all of my machines, these stupid critters. What are you gonna do? There it is, just like the weatherman called. The sun broke through for a little bit. Got it all folded up. Let's get out of here. A couple hours up to Tom's. Let's do this. No more delays. I'm already 3 hours late. Forgot today's Canada Day and everything's closed, but luckily in Quebec, look at that, gas station sells beer. Dude, you need to relax. When I put the tailgate down, it actually hits on here. I'll try to let him out. Perfect! So Tom wants me to back down here and park the trailer. Easier said than done, I think. Tom says, no, none of that. We've got to bring the trailer down. I said, it's just a little brushy, Tom. But he assures me
we can do this. We'll do it. Keep your eye on the road, guys.
Whoa, get her back on the trail. Let's check for level.
This is how we level stuff in Quebec.
Pretty close, pretty close.
Yep.
Oh, we're good.
Or you do it like this.
Oh, perfect. Look at that.
Dead nuts.
Couple of 2x6s in there and we're good to go.
I'm just gonna have to do the tongue.
Hey Tom, where am I hooking up the sewer? Did anybody doubt we could do it? The secret is the door. When the door goes on at the very end, if it doesn't close, then you know the trailer's not square. And it closed, so we're good to go. Whew. So the nice thing about Tom's place is we are at the end of the lake. And basically the four-wheeler trails start maybe half a kilometer. I've got to go back up the big hill that we came down, get out to the main road, which ends at the next cottage past Tom's. So there's one cottage past Tom's. Then it turns into four-wheeler trails, and there is hundreds of kilometers of empty bush in Quebec, same as I show you guys in Northern Ontario. It's the same dense. Look at the bush here. It's crazy. It's thick. Old growth forest. Sadly, I put the drone batteries on charge, all of them on my charger. I left the batteries at home, so we won't get any drone footage, but we will get out, and I'm going to hit those four-wheeler trails later. Eat up, buddy. It's going to be a late night. We're going squatching. Somebody was swimming today for about 3 hours. Just couldn't get him out of the water. You're not even done your food. I'm not leaving. Go ahead, finish. He's afraid I'm going to go adventuring without him. You missed one. Dude, even I can see you missed one. You missed another one. Right there. What's wrong with you? All right, go swimming. It's not midnight yet. All right, you ready? Here we go. Time to diet. Dude. Had a little chair incident. It is Canada Day weekend. Up bright and early. Everyone's still sleeping back at camp, but Gage and I decided to go for a walk and check out some of these trails. This is a smaller one off the main four-wheeler trail. There's some old building here, probably a little hunting structure. Maybe some kind of blind behind me here. I don't know what this was. Kind of that bit right there, you know, makes me think of just a platform to stand on and hunt. But I don't know what that is, or was. I'm going with hunting structure. But you can see how thick the woods up here are. Did not sleep very good last night at all. These woods are full of owls, which was awesome. I was listening to the owls call and answer each other. That was great. I could hear bullfrogs, the sound of nature, that was great. But somebody was running a generator down at the lake somewhere, not too far off. I could hear that. They ran it all night long. I'm seeing lots of stuff that's looping over here. Right there. Right there. And there. That is all snow load. That's just snow pushing trees down. The bush is so thick up here. I'm looking for anything super extra strange. So we're making our way down to the end of the lake, which is just four-wheeler system, and we're gonna go for an hour's hike. I mean, there are people that use the trails up here regularly, so it's not like we're 1,000 kilometers north and in the bush. There will be, you know, people use these trails, but a lot less people than around my house. So that's why I'm here, that's why I'm looking. I'm not going to point out a lot of these, guys. I just want to point that they're here and that there are hundreds of them broken off like these two right here. Again, I think that's just natural. I mean, it's hard to explain why two of these in the middle of all this other brush right in the middle break off, but it's got to be natural, right? I see something that might be worth going in there to check out. We got a couple that come in on an angle this way. Then I see some smaller ones coming up this way. So let's take a closer look. No, it's nothing. They look like they were all part of the same structure from down there, but they're not. It's just a couple leaning together, you know, with another random one here and there. Just natural winter. I'm seeing lots of natural stuff. We're down past the end of the lake now, and we're actually gonna, I think the trail that Tom told me to take goes around the back side of the lake. There's no cottages back there, so. Hey, look at that. That there. That's definitely blonde Sasquatch hair. Gauge agrees. What a rare find for these parts. Part of a rope. Guys, I'm not finding anything, so gotta make some stuff up here. I don't know. We can look. That's the other thing. Let's address it, okay? We can look, and I can use all my seriousness of tracking and knowledge of animals and trails, and you know, you gotta keep it fun. The main thing that I tell myself is I'm out here looking, and if I really see something that surprises me or excites me, you guys will know. And so far, in the first hour of walking this morning, I mean, it's so thick in there. I'm trying to show you guys places where you can actually see in the bush. I'm not seeing anything that I couldn't explain as snow load and just winter. But it is fun to get out and explore and do new trails I've never seen before. And there's lots of places along this trail to look for tracks, right? We've been over it, we've discussed it before. If Bigfoot were out here, he would use these trails at night. No two ways about it. This would be the easiest way to get from point A to point B, around the lake, whatever. There's a bear print, actually. You know, without cutting through that thick stuff, they would use trails. It would be that simple. Every animal here, including this bear, which I'll show you guys this track, are using these trails. You know, and so this is our first real outing on the new channel where I've actually gone a few hundred kilometers, tried to get further out where there are less people, and I will have guys complain about that. And I'm not, you know what, I don't care about that. Guys are going to complain no matter what I do. But for all of my loyal, faithful guys who are out there on the journey, I need you guys to remember, I don't ever think we're going to find or film Sasquatch, right? We're out here looking, I'm doing more than most people do. And that's because I have an interest in it myself. I want the question answered myself. If you include all the episodes of everything we've done in the last 3.5 years, we're like 250 episodes, 250 outings, walks with Gage. You know, thousands of dollars spent in fuel and trips and camping. Yes, I do other things on these trips as well. You know, Tom and I are probably going to go fishing later. You have to keep it real. Yes, I will dedicate, you know, probably 10 hours over 3 days up here looking, walking trails. Do I find enough interesting stuff to show you guys or stuff to pique my interest? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know till we get out and look. But I keep my expectations real. Now that made my heart skip. I looked down there past some spruce, through the brush. It looks like a head sticking up, like a furry head. I'm pretty sure it's a root ball turned over. It even looks like it has eyes, guys, but I just zoomed in on it. I'll show you. There's a small little track there. Maybe a mink. Nice little creek here behind me. And I mean, we're into July. Canada Day was yesterday. And you can see that they've got this bridge here 2 feet over the creek. That just shows you, even that tiny little bit of water there in the spring, it must rage up here. And yes, the bugs are terrible. Deer flies are in full swing right now. Mosquitoes, full swing. Oh, Nike. Mud right up over my ankle. I'm out of stones. I'm pretty sure the Bigfoot up here speak French, and the Quebec government knows that. Why else would they put out French signs on these trails, right? They gotta warn the Bigfoot there's a stop coming up here on the trail. proceed with caution. Who else would the sign be for? We are definitely on the far side of the lake now. I've come much further than I thought I was going to. But I do have excitement about this. I want to be out here. I want to be looking. You know, I've probably got a 2-hour hike back to Tom's now. But man, I'm having fun just surrounded by nature. It's so beautiful up here. Like this, I find strange a little bit. Look at how tightly that's looped over. Look how tightly that's looped over, and that's not a small tree. And you can see a twist. It's twisted right here and down. Clearly twisted and pulled down. I don't know. I'm trying to run through my head how that would happen. The windstorm kicks up, blows the thing over, but how does the twist occur? You tell me, I don't know. So the lake is on that side of me now. We've come way around. It's gonna be a 2-hour hike back to Tom's. I'm almost tempted to see if my cell phone would work and call him and get him to come across the lake in the boat and pick me up. But then I gotta make my way down there, 1/4 mile to the lake, and that's pretty thick stuff, so I think I'll just stay on the 4-wheeler trail. And sadly, we can get back to here in half an hour on the 4-wheeler. You know, that's the part that kills me, but I guess we're getting a better, more thorough look when I walk, right? I'm looking at both sides. When you're just zipping along on the 4-wheeler, you miss stuff. I guess I don't have to walk back. So Tom just texted me he wanted to go fishing. I said, I can't, I'm way around the lake. He said he'll come pick me up on the 4-wheeler, so Gage and I will get a ride back. This trail here that we've come onto, it's actually very nice. I think this is part of the Skidoo system because this trail is so wide and it's not like that little trail that we made our way the first 1.5 hours through the bush. I think this is one of the main, I don't know what they call the Quebec Skidoo system, but this has got to be one of the main Skidoo trails. Gage says he doesn't like it when Tom makes me ride bitch. But I told Gage, that's the price I'll pay to save a 2-hour walk back to the cottage.
Now I know I don't take that trail anymore.
Oh, it's rough, yeah.
Holy jeez.
What is this gonna cost me?
You won't like my fare. Bumpy ride.
I know my position. Sorry, Gage, you gotta run.
Mosquito on my leg.
Good thing I didn't eat breakfast.
It'd be all over me.
There's the problem. The hose gave out. Alright. Good as new. I think. We'll know when he turns the pump on. Working now! You said there was a leak before? Ah, not anymore. She's tight now. Tom's been working on a new device here. He coolerized his depth finder, and then he made this float so you don't have to drill holes in the boat. Just throw it in when you need it, take
portable.
it out. And everything else he put in that cooler, so good job, Tom.
Yeah, it works. Now if we just get some fish. Speed, there's all 3 fish sizes are on there, so it should alarm us for any.
I don't care about the little ones. Just make it beep when the big one comes through. Well, we don't smell like fish. Not a bite. That's the dock we want right there, Tom.
Yep.
Sunbathing beauties. Head left.
I wonder if they're single.
Hey girls, you like our boat?
It is fun.
Want to go for a ride, ladies?
Girls haven't even had a drink and we've been here 2 days. That's how good they've been. Look at. Just out in the canoe this morning, I thought I'd travel along the edge of the lake, go into some of these back bays, just watch the shoreline, see what we can see. Now, of course, I'm going to try a bit of fishing too, but I don't know. Haven't had any luck so far. It's 6 o'clock. Sun's just coming up behind me. Whew. It's cold. And that's the only reason I'm out right now. Because I waited till after midnight last night to try to go for a walk. And the mosquitoes were so bad, I never ended up leaving the trailer. So, a few things to say about this trip. I mean, I've spent, 5 or 6 hours hiking trails this weekend. And this is what I can see behind me on the trails. It's just thick wads of leaves. And I did not see anything out of the ordinary. I did not hear anything out of the ordinary. Which is fine. We're not every trip. But what did I learn? What am I thinking about here? Everywhere I stop, I could show you guys stuff. There's a broken limb right here. I didn't know that was here. I just stopped to talk to you guys. There's a broken limb. That is not unusual. I've got to ground myself. I'm looking for the extraordinary. We've talked about it before, right? Structures, deliberate things placed, leaning against each other, multiple things. I don't see any of that here. Now, I'm going to say as well that even though we're on the edge of society here at Tom's camp, there's two trains of thought that we could go with. There was a lot more activity up here than I thought there was going to be, because it's a long weekend and there are more camps than you think, right? So last night, something I wasn't anticipating is fireworks. Just like your 4th of July, here on Canada Day, July the 1st, we let off fireworks. And there were a lot of fireworks that went off last night. It sounded like gunfire. So that right there was probably enough, to screw up my whole search. Because if any wild critter was out here and they heard that, there's no way they would know what it is. It's not like Sasquatch is going to stop and watch the fireworks from the far side of the lake and go, oh, pretty, hey, Junior, look at this, beautiful colors, right? No. It sounded like an invasion. There were so many fireworks going off around the lake last night. So the two trains of thought are, that these things come in and interact with humans because they're curious, on the edge of society. We hear stories of kids playing all the time, and these creatures watching the kids as they play in the forest. There are many accounts online of that. So that's one train of thought. They're curious. The other one is that no, where there are humans, Bigfoot is just going to be seen randomly making his way, trying to get out of there, and he gets caught on a trail or something. Doesn't want anything to do with humans. I'm more of the second opinion, that if this thing has evolved alongside of us, it would know that we kill and destroy everything that we deem worthy of eating or scary, right? And Sasquatch is definitely going to fall into the second category. So it would know that we are dangerous, wouldn't want anything to do with us. I mean, yes, there could be occasions where they may see something, kids out berry picking with a mom or something, and they deem that not dangerous and they watch. But I mean, I don't think they're going to make a habit of coming around cottage country unless they have to. And so the only hope that I hold to is that these things migrate and that they would use our trails as they're migrating or moving from place to place. So, all over the place, right? People speculate on, the power of the granite and that there could be portals and vortexes and all that. I don't know about that, guys. I've seen too many strange things to just discount anything outright, pretty much. But I mean, this granite is everywhere. Yes, I do subscribe to David Paulides' videos, and I do watch all of his videos. And the missing people, that is a phenomenon. I'm fascinated by that, right? This is the territory up here, these thick woods, granite, Again, we've talked about it. I think it's just people don't realize how dangerous the woods are. Between just stepping in there and rolling an ankle and not being able to get out, if people don't know where you are, there's no cell service up here. People get complacent. They think, oh, I've got my cell phone. Yeah, well, up here, there's more places it doesn't work than it does. This whole video has been brought to you guys by the Sequoia National Forest t-shirt Gary's wearing. Because it's the only long sleeve shirt I threw in my bag. So this whole video, I've been wearing the same shirt for 3 days, and I do not apologize. It is the only thing keeping these mosquitoes from eating me entirely alive. Changed my shirt. I got this at the Blue Jays game the other night. I did find something cool up here that we're going to use for the kayak. I needed a new net, a small one. And so I got this nice rubber net, no tangle. It's probably not big enough to hold my fish, but like I told Tom, that will fit perfect in the kayak. It's extendable. And the best part was they had 2 of them, and one was labeled $69. This one was labeled $39. They were the exact same. So I grabbed this one, went up to the front. That's what I paid, 39 bucks. So I might have scored, I don't know. Gage, swimming circles, making bubbles. This is day 3. That never gets old, eh, buddy? He must have spent 12 hours this weekend doing that.